the fruits of your labor. We were actually supposed to do a couple more shows, and this is what really sucks because like when me and Fab were first really working, we kind of blew up during COVID, right? In like 2020, 2021. So that really sucked because we couldn't do those shows. You know, and that show with Miyaza, I believe, was in 2019. So now, like me and Fab are blowing up and buzzing, and we get invited to a show in Vancouver, a festival in Vancouver with Future and Lil Uzi Vert,
Yeah.
right? So like as soon as we heard about that, we were going crazy. Like, wow, like we're gonna be on stage with Future and Lil Uzi. Like, it's gonna be a huge venue. Like, all our hard work is gonna be paying off. You know, we were super excited, but then COVID canceled it, right? And then we're like, fuck. And that was pretty much what happened for the rest of the year because obviously COVID at that time we couldn't have any shows. We were supposed to do a show with Gucci Mane. He was supposed to come to MTS Center.
Right, yeah.
Couldn't do that. We were supposed to do a show with Lil TJ that year. Couldn't do that. So it really did mess up a lot of our opportunities and to perform in the beginning. But thankfully this year things started to, you know, go back to normal and or no, sorry, last year things started to go back to normal and we did a show in Vancouver, this time with Lilbaby, I'm forgetting a lot of their names, Coil Ray, Corday, Pressa, and like maybe one
Those
or
are
two
not
other people.
those are not small names, man.
Yeah, we ran a festival with them, and so yeah, that was a pretty cool moment because again, like you get to see everyone love your music and jam out and have a good time.
What's the interaction behind the scenes with, like, for example, man, you're in a festival with Lil Baby. Like,
Yeah.
do you get to interact with them, or do they have their own kind of like secluded area where no one can go in?
Yeah. So basically, what happened with that? Everyone was backstage. You know, you could pretty much do whatever.
Yeah.
Go to this person's place and like just chill. But when he came, like he came towards the end, you couldn't go anywhere close to him. Yeah, like you know, the security everywhere.
Yeah.
But the thing that actually happened, he came to the show. I saw him come out of his car, and like he just had his hoodie over his head, like, and apparently he was in his trailer just puking, like, super sick.
Yeah.
So he actually had to cancel his set. Like he was ready to perform, but then he just started puking and throwing up, and like he just said he couldn't do it. So it was really unfortunate because like everybody was waiting for him.
Yeah.
And he was literally there, but he just couldn't because he was sick. But yeah, like his security was everywhere, covering anything. We also had an experience with NLE Choppa.
Yep.
He went on tour with him in the fall last year. We went to Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, and so yeah, we went on tour with him. And with him, it was a little different. Like he only came with like 3 or 4 people. He came with his mom, his dad, his DJ, and his friend. So it was just 4 people. So backstage, it was super chill. Obviously, he had a security guard, but like they didn't really care. Like we sat together. I actually got a picture with him. We talked. He gave us some advice. He said he liked what we were doing. That we should keep it up. And so yeah, I definitely really liked going on tour with him. He was super open and chill. And yeah, we're actually gonna see him again in November. We have a show in November lined up.
Nice.
Yeah, so but yeah, I really like him.
Is there anyone in the industry that like after you guys had like amazing success that reached out and then you were amazed or like started?
Oh yeah, a couple people have reached out.
And what are those messages like? Are they just in words of encouragement or advice?
Like Drake just being like a hand praying emoji, right?
Yeah. So an artist, Russ, has reached out before. In 2020, Russ reached out, and so it was cool to get acknowledged from him. Of
course.
He even like commented on their
I saw it.
post. So yeah, that was really cool. There's also another guy. His name is escaping me. He Freddie Wap. Yeah, Freddie Wap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freddie Wap?
He's reached out.
Like
the one eye.
the one I get. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's reached out. Tay Keith, the producer, has reached out before
Yeah.
and had a combo with Fab. And there's probably some people I'm not remembering.
Sure.
Um,
But it's probably a great feeling to know that you're on the right track and you're
Oh.
like greats of the space are acknowledging our work.
Definitely, because the music that they were replying to was the music we made in our basement. So it's
Mhm.
like, wow, like these people actually, you know,
Mhm.
notice the talent and appreciate the work. So yeah, that was definitely really validating, and yeah, it was crazy when those messages happened.
Mhm.
Is there ever opportunity in the future for you to work with big names?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like that's why I said like as soon as I'm done with my nursing, you know, hopefully I'll have more time and you know be able to really branch out into the industry. I did have an opportunity in 2020 to work with Lil Durk,
Oh wow.
and I sent some beats to him, and he went into the studio. So I never heard it. Obviously, the songs didn't come out.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm led to believe like he used some of those beats because they told me to send like the stems and stuff like that. So that was the opportunity that I wish the song came out so I can just listen to that. But yeah, I've definitely sent him some beats. I've tried to work with also Rod Wave,
Yeah.
and a couple other artists. So yeah, but definitely when I get done, I'll definitely try and branch out and like go to the States and like try and work with those artists.
So my question is, how does the producing game work? Like obviously you work with Fab and
Yeah.
is like he your artist? Like how does that work?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, me and him basically came up together, right? Like,
yeah.
it's more we have more than a producer artist relationship
of
for
course.
like this, right?
Your
So
brothers.
so yeah, me and him are always gonna be good. But as far as like other artists, it's really who you know. And it kind of sucks because obviously everyone wants to work with all these big artists and their favorite artists, but it's pretty hard to reach them if you don't have any type of connection or know somebody that knows them or have any type of you know loophole. So it's kind of difficult, and especially being in Winnipeg, obviously I'm not gonna know anybody that knows you know whoever like the people
Yeah, of course.
popping in the States, right? It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard to have those connections, but they can be made, and you know sometimes you just need to travel and get out there. So that's something I definitely would like to do in the future.
There's that saying that you're only, what, 7 people away from the people that you want to get in touch with. Is that true?
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I mean, I was 2 people away from McDonald's, so I think that's true. I